Hi, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential and I'm here today with a roundup of the latest pattern release from McCall's. So the first pattern I want to share with you is a gorgeous reinstated reproduction of a vintage 1970s pattern. Those of you who know me will know I absolutely love 70s fashion, so I was really pleased to see this one make an appearance in the latest release. The pattern number is 8379. It's a super cute jersey wrap dress. Obviously crosses over at the front. It's got a relatively wide waist high band. It's got an option for a mini sort of shorter length, slightly flared skirt, and then there's an option for a knee length, and then there's cute little puff short sleeves with both versions. Absolutely gorgeous, would be so easy to sew and to wear. It runs up to a size 24, which is a 46 bust, 39 waist and 48 hip. And the fabric I chose for that one is this gorgeous viscose jersey with this gorgeous tropical print. Absolutely love that design, love the colours, love the flowers, the floral design. It's opaque, even though it's white, it's really good quality, and it's opaque and it's perfect for dresses, and I think would sew it beautifully into that 70s vintage design. I know I would wear that all holiday long and all summer long if I were to make it. Nice easy design to wear every day. I will put links to the patterns and all the fabrics below. They're all available on our website, so do check out the link below. And the next pattern I want to share with you is McCall's 8380. So this is another vintage reproduction. This time it's a 1940s design and a really cute sort of sundress that I think it would be very unique, very different to anything you'd see anybody else wearing. But although it's a 1940s design, I think it could still totally look contemporary today. So definitely a fun one to try in my book. So it's got a very fitted waist and then a gathered skirt that fits into that, a knee length skirt. There's an option for a little bow at the waist. And then the bodice looks like a very simple piece of fabric that is just cut onto one shoulder. You tie a bow on the shoulder to fasten it, so the fabric will sort of bunch up into where the bow is, so that gives you that little bit of volume. I think it'd be probably quite a simple make and just really lovely to wear. As I say, a very unusual look. I haven't seen anything like this around, so if you're looking for something nice and unique and different, this would be a good one to go for. Runs up to a size 24, which is a 46 bust, 39 waist and 48 hip. And you can sew it up in lots of different fabrics: cotton blends, ginghams, linens, shantungs. The fabric I chose is this gorgeous cotton blend with a floral sort of design on it, and this purple and yellow design, which I think is really pretty. I think that would look great sewn up into that dress, and again I'll pop links to those below for you. The next pattern I want to share is the new indie pattern designer at McCall's, it's Brandi Joan. She released her first few patterns in the last release, and she did a couple more in this release. I've picked out this one, which is McCall's 8382. Really cute dress with a sort of scoop neckline that cuts away into a cutout at the front, and then there's a little tie that joins up the two bust pieces, so that you end up with just a little cutout underneath the bust. The bust pieces look like they've got gathers under the bust, and then there's an option for a little pretty flutter cap sleeve or sleeveless. And then the skirt has got princess seams down the front and the back, and you can either go for a mini version above the knee or a midi version that would hit at about the mid calf. The size range runs up to a 26, so a 48 bust, 41 waist and 50 hip. And the fabrics that you can sew this up in are cotton blends, eyelets, linens, that sort of thing. The fabric I chose was a viscose, so I thought, well, this is a viscose would be fine. If cotton blends are fine, if cotton lawn's okay, a viscose would be okay. But I just thought you kind of, because of that little tie at the front, you don't want anything too bulky, and I thought this could work really well. And I just love the pretty popping colours of this fabric anyway, and just thought that would make a really pretty version of that dress. The next pattern I want to share with you is McCall's 8390. This is a skirt pattern. It runs in a really size inclusive range, so it runs up to a 38, which is a 54.5 waist and a 62 hip. There are 3 views to this skirt, so it could be a really key piece for your summer wardrobe or winter wardrobe as well, because that's the great thing about skirts. They can transpose the seasons. You can just pair them with thick tights in the winter and boots, or strappy sandals in the summer. I really like some of the design details on this as well. So the first view I'm going to talk through is the mini skirt, which has got a waistband with top stitching detail. It's got a zip that runs from the waistband to the hem, so it'd be an open-ended zip. It's got a yoke that goes into a V at the front, and then it's got 2 patch pockets with pocket flaps, and it's got top stitching detail which runs down either side of the pocket, and then it continues to the hemline of the skirt, which I just think is a really funky sort of different design detail that I don't think I've seen before. Tell me in the comments if you've seen it before. I haven't. I think it looks really nice. There's a deep hem, again top stitching detail there. I love a bit of top stitching. I always say it's like therapy for me, just watching that meticulous sort of, you know, mindful stitching going on. I really love a bit of top stitching, so you could have hours of fun with this. There's also a version for a midi length version of that skirt with that sort of A-line, gentle A-line shape. Waistband. The zip on the midi length doesn't go all the way to the hem. It stops probably around like just above the crotch. It's got a yoke at the front that goes into a V again. It's got princess seams down the front and the back, all that lovely top stitching detail. And then there's another version which looks like a lot of fun as well, which is if you took the mini skirt and cropped it just underneath where the pockets finish, and then there's a gathered tier added underneath that to bring it down to a midi length. So another great look. So I think lots and lots of mileage in this pattern. Could be a really good wardrobe staple. Get some good value for money from it. So it can be sewn up in cotton blends, denim, linen and twill. And the fabric I chose is our beautiful 7-berry cotton twill fabric. I chose this bright flame orange colour, which I absolutely love, and I think if you paired that with a white t-shirt and gold sandals and gold accessories, I think it would look really gorgeous and vibrant. And I think, you know, I am a lover of bright colours. Most of my wardrobe is really bright colours, and if you're somebody who wants to dip your toe in the water and have a go with bright colours but you're not 100% sure, making a skirt or trousers or shorts that are obviously away from your face on the lower body, and then pairing it with neutral blacks, whites, you know, other neutral colours, cream, closer to your face, can be a really good way to just dip your toe in the water and have a go at it, because trust me, it's called endorphin dressing for a reason. I always feel great when I'm in a bright colour, but I know not everybody's the same. But I'm just, you know, if there's somebody out there that's thinking, oh, I'd love to have the confidence to try bright colours, that's a good way to just dip your toe in the water and have a go. Don't forget, all the patterns and fabrics and everything I mentioned are on our website, and I'm linking them below. And also, if you're not in the market for a nice bright colour, do bear in mind that all of the fabrics I show you as well, they usually come in those neutral colours: navy, black, khaki, beige, those sorts of colours. The pink linen cotton mix behind me is another alternative for that skirt. I think this would probably work well for the gathered version, the version with the tier that was gathered. I've recently made a pair of shorts in this fabric, and it just washes beautifully, sews beautifully. It really is a lovely, lovely fabric, and again that comes in a range of colours as well. And then finally, the last pattern I chose from the new release was McCall's 8392, which is a sleepwear pattern. So you've got an option for a really cute pair of high-waisted, elasticated waist pyjama bottoms that have got a lovely flared leg and then a little frill detail at the hem. But you've also got the option for shorts with a little frill around the hem, and then there's a cami top with bust darts, a frilled hem and obviously little straps, and it just reminded me of a pair of pyjamas I've got that I wear all the time in the summer and I absolutely love. So yeah, it just made me think of that and think, oh, that would be a nice project. And then there's also a really lovely robe included, and they've suggested finishing the hems with some dramatic tassels, which I think is a really fun look. This one runs up to a size 26, which is a 48 bust, 41 waist and 50 hip. And the fabric, it says things like chamoise, satin back crepe, stable knits. I thought our cut spot Swiss dot type fabric, this would just recreate the pyjamas I've got basically, and I really love wearing them in the summer. They just feel so cool and airy and light, and it's sort of semi-sheer, so nice for you know, pyjamas and something that you're only going to be wearing at home, in the privacy of your own home, but like lovely and light and feminine and perfect for that sort of thing. So I hope you've enjoyed that. As I said, everything I mentioned, it's all linked below. It's all available on our website. If you like what you see today, please like and subscribe. And also don't forget to check out, there's a link to sign up for our newsletter below. We send you a weekly dose of sewing inspiration straight to your inbox. So I hope you've enjoyed that today, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.